just gonna jump right in. Welcome. So, what I'm being shown is like, if there was a game that was being played, if there was a game, right? And everyone's a player, you know? And there are different groups of players, obviously, because that's the hierarchy of this world, right? And so the droppings that are happening now are being made by bigger players on the boards that kind of did like an overruling. So it's kind of like there was a move that was played that, of course, people didn't see it coming, because these players don't even show their face. Now, people think that big players are known, but these bigger players are unknown, right? It's like what one would call elite, like true elite. And so those that were rolling the dice and thinking that they were here, well, those that were here, up here, invisible, rolled a bigger dice and said, this has to come undone. And so, but it's all like, it's like in every part of existence in humanity, there's, in our conditioning, right? Good, evil, however we want to label it as, right? As humans, right? So there's a choice we all have in our lives, in this existence, to make, whether we're going to be good or bad and stuff like that. So these players are no different. There's good and there's bad, right? But it's all a game, right? It's all a game. And so it's like they came in, and let's say someone moved up. Someone moved up. And it's like if someone told someone something. Someone told someone something. Because the reason why that someone told someone something was because that someone doesn't like something. And so they knew that if this other person knew that something, that they would side with that someone. So it was like a power move, that got played because something was going unseen by that other someone who was in their own castle, oblivious, right? Oblivious to the happening. important. This is why it's so important to do that what you do for the good of the greatest of the all. Because you never know the hearts you're going to touch along the way. Right? Because this person that's a non-player, right? It's like a feeder, a seer, a muse, right? Made an impression, a lasting impression. That rippled effect, some change that even the person that is the player didn't know was happening until it happened. And so that created monumental change of ripples. It's like the tectonic plate shifts. The shifting of the plates, like there was a massive quantum outburst of some sort. And this quantum outburst created these waves of change. It's how it's all played. And so the non-player, oblivious to these impressions, continues to make impressions. Because that's just who they are. Not realizing the impact of their impressions on very important people, or I don't like to use the word important, just players that are playing a big game that involve lots of lives.